When you buy your first home, it's really important to understand the process. And there's only 5 key things that you need to do. Now, when you're buying your first home, it can be daunting and you can get stressed out fairly quickly when you think about all the moving parts that there is. But if you think about the mortgage process as a whole and you break it down into these 5 key steps, it will really simplify the process for you and help you understand it. The first thing that you need to do when you're planning to buy your first home is understand how much you can borrow. The reason that this is going to be key for you is because not all lenders and not all banks are going to offer you the same amount of money. Now, on my website, there's an affordability calculator and there's a borrowing calculator, which generally will tell you that you're getting about 4.5 times your income. This doesn't take into consideration how your income's paid, the outgoings that you've got. I mean, if you're getting overtime, bonus, commission, all of these things can vary from lender to lender in how they will assess it. For example, some lenders will take into consideration 100% of your bonus, 100% of your overtime, whereas some lenders won't. If it's not the same amount every month, they might cap it at 50%. So it all depends on how that income is going to get paid. So understanding how much you could borrow is going to be key. Now, if you've approached one lender and you can't borrow the amount that you're looking for, there's every possibility that there might be other lenders out there in the market that can help. This is one of the first things that I'll do for my clients is check this out. The first thing is to check from across the market and what the lenders are looking to offer and what the lenders are willing to give clients as a base based on their income and their outgoings. And it's just a basics check, and I do this before talking to any client. I'll ask them to get me a copy of their fact finding, their credit report, and I'll get that sorted out. That's the first thing to do, is understand how much you can borrow. Once you've done that, straightforward, move on to how much it's actually going to cost you. The 2 key elements to it and the 2 key most important parts are being able to make sure that the lender's willing to give you the money and able to make sure that you're willing to spend the monthly payments for your ideal property and make sure that that's affordable. These are the 2 key things. And once you've done that, you've got an understanding as to how much you could borrow. You've got an understanding as to what that's going to cost you. The next stage is to get this formalised via a mortgage in principle. And that's fairly straightforward. Once everything's done, your mortgage broker or your bank will take it forward, submit an application in, and get a decision back on that mortgage. And once that mortgage in principle is there, you can go with confidence and start viewing properties. Now, that's the first 3 things: understanding how much you could borrow, understand the monthly costs, and get the mortgage in principle. Once you've done all of this, there's only 2 things left to do. Now, provided that you've got your deposit sorted out and all of these kind of things are already done, the next step is for you to go out there and find the house within your budget that's going to meet your requirements. Once that's done, you've had the offers accepted on that property through your solicitor, the next step is to apply for the mortgage. Once that's done, it's out of your control what's going to happen now. 99 times out of 100, it's generally fine. And once that application's in, it's generally fine. Your broker and your bank, if they've reviewed your credit, will be able to give you an indication as to how that's going to go. But keep the process simple. Understand how much you could borrow. Understand what it's going to cost you. Get the mortgage in principle certificate sorted out. Go out and find the property and apply for the mortgage. That's it. But I hope you found this useful. If you do have any questions, fire them in the comments, and don't forget to like and share this video if you have found it useful. Cheers.